Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you exactly how Deal Manager Pro can help you close more deals as a real estate investor, whether you're fixing and flipping, wholesaling, or doing land. I'm going to show you everything here. So first off, we got to set the stage for what's to come. We'll walk you through the dashboard here. Obviously a lot of this is pretty self-explanatory, but you've got some onboarding tutorials here in case there's some hurdles in the process there. You can add a deal, manage your deals, add a contact, get support, and then you can connect your Google Calendar. That's going to help you not only stay organized, but it's going to remind you not only within DMP right here, but on your personal Google Calendar. Any recent contacts are here. If you have partnered with a bird dog, let's say, you can have their information there. Any contracts are here. Any recent information or deals input there. And then our deal map. I love this thing because we're in multiple states, so it really helps me visualize our growth. And you can click your deals there. I set up this map here just to show you how cool and how powerful this is. So let's say you've got a bunch in this area, it'll bring it up and you can choose the deal there. But first, let's get to the nuts and bolts of the system. First, we're going to want to create our contact categories and groups. Obviously, you're not going to have any sellers in there at the moment, but you want to, if you're wholesaling, begin to get your cash buyer list into here. And what you'll do is under View Contacts, you can add yours there. And I'll show you here, we've got categories and groups, and this is super important when you're sending out mass emails and text. And so when you hit that plus symbol, this screen comes up and you can choose your category, one of the roughly 20 there, input the information that you have, any notes. So let's say you met somebody at a mastermind or a networking event. You can say, met at, I just got back from RaiseFest, so it's on my mind right now. RaiseFest 25, lived in Alaska, or whatever, you know. And then if they have a buy box, you can put it there, okay? So, and then groups. Here's another super important one to make mass emailing super easy. So you can create a group. Now I've created a cash buyer group in here out of simplicity. You would do that here, make it any list that you want. If you are marketing to, shoot, I don't know, a bunch of different contractors for one reason or another to get multiple bids, you can do that here. You can edit the details of that group, and then add groups here. And obviously I've just got the one cash buyer currently. And that list can be as long as you want it to be. You can make another group of lenders, attorneys, whatever the case. If for some reason you need to look up anything in the software, you can do the search tool here, and you can see all Brandons that are in the system. And if you need to search a specific property, it'll pull up those leads there as well. Now, to build a successful campaign, you need to determine what strategy you're going to use to market to it. You can, of course, you've heard all the other outreach programs. You can send direct mail, you can cold call, you can text, and I'm going to show you how to do all of that real quick. Well, by real quick, I mean within a few minutes. So if you're wanting to use direct mail, we partnered with Print Genie here. Now there's a couple cool things. I have pre-selected some campaigns and templates for you. Now this campaign here is something most people won't choose because it does last 6 months. But let's say you've got a stubborn seller and it's really going to take some effort to follow up with them, and you don't want to have to physically do that. This is a basically done for you campaign. And so what this does in here is over the course of 6 months, there's 16 touches for that particular seller. And it's going to send a postcard out with a Google image, Street View. It's going to text, it's going to email, and this is the cadence, and you can modify that. Postcard, text, email, postcard, text. You get the idea. You can also just do templates, letters or postcards. Through here, you can customize it, hit the order button, and then upload in your mail list. And I'm going to show you how to create a mail list. In your list builder, you can do it one of a couple ways. You can type in an address and then search the surrounding areas, but I like to choose my neighborhoods. So let's say I want all high equity in this neighborhood here. Okay, so now it's telling me that in this area there's roughly 214 potential leads that are single family and condos. I don't like condos, I wouldn't recommend them personally. And then I want high equity. It is telling me that there's roughly 196 with high equity. I can choose absentee owned. There's roughly 47. Hit make a list, add your card, purchase the list, and now it's going to be in your order history. So when you go to mail your list, it's in there. Okay, so now you want to cold call or text. You're going to hit the marketing center. It's going to bring up our partners over at Go Big. And in here, this tool is big for not only comping your leads, building list, and farming certain areas. So you saw what I did there: leads and contacts, list finder, and then title toolbox. And then for me, I'll just check this box. I'll go to my local market. I'm Coconino County. I'm in Flagstaff 86001. And let's see, out-of-state owners before 1975 with high equity. Boom. Search. Okay, it found 113 leads in there, and 9 cents a pop. You'll pay $10 for that. This is going to be in your farming under Saved Farms. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this up just for reference. So you have sent out your text, your emails, your marketing, whatever it is, and you have a lead that has come in. Okay, so now you're going to go to, you can do any of these, add new deal. I'm going to type in the address. I'm going to do this one because, well, it's one of the projects I did. This was an old 89 build that I tore down and put in a new double wide manufactured. The new one was 1580 square feet. And then we'll just type in new deal. Anywhere you see one of these red asterisks, it's going to be required to finish out the process. It'll auto pin your Google map there. If you've viewed the property already, you'll want to upload your photos there, the seller contact information. This is a new deal. I'm going to do fix and flip. And then this property was vacant. If this property was under contract, it would be under contract. That would be yes. If you've done your inspections already, and if you've got a team, this is where you'll use that. That way everybody knows what's going on in the process. I don't remember what they're asking, but I paid $155. Didn't get an appraisal, but I'll just put that in there. Now this is an important part if you want the system to simulate the deal for you, and it'll spit out exit strategies. So you'll want to submit proper rental rates here. Our taxes, I don't know, $780. Let's say insurance, $100 a month. Okay, so now we want to comp. We're going to go back over to Go Big. We're going to type in the address here. Now, this one's going to be a little bit skewed because our local county records aren't up to date because I just finished it. So it doesn't recognize that I tore down the old one and put in a new one. So the information's slightly skewed. But nonetheless, you would type in the address. In the drop down, I'll just do comparable view. And it's going to show county records of what it think is there. It's a little confused because I tore it down. But let's just do a distance of 1 mile, plus or minus 3 bedrooms. Typically I would do 1 but because it's showing I've got 0, I'm going to leave it at 3. Same deal here. Typically I'll do plus or minus 1, plus or minus 5 years, but because it's not showing proper year range, I'm just going to do that. 12 months is kind of long, but you can adjust this based upon available comps. I'm going to leave it at 12, update my results. Okay, so my property, like I said, is 1580 square feet. I'm going to go here and I'm going to choose my comps, my closest comps, based off of a couple of things: year range and square feet. So I know that 2959 Mesa Trail sold for $385. So 2959 Mesa Trail. Was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. What was that square foot again? 1536. Oh shoot. Short-term memory issues here. 385 was that sales price. Let's add another deal. Let's grab that second one. 2924 Mesa Trail, 445, 1508. Golly. 2924 Mesa Trail, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And that was 445. Okay. So now it's saying that our average square foot price is $272. My ARV is $431. That's about right because I sold that property for $435. Now here's the cool part. I'm going to show you how our rehab calculator works. I am going to be a little vague here because it's very in-depth. Now if you've got a rehab that's pretty intense, you'll want to spend some time in here and make sure that every single thing is input properly. I'm going to make it easy. And I'm going to put in $45,000 rehab here. Save. Now, when I go, I don't need that up. You can leave it up if you want. Now, when I go over here, templates, I can choose my last template, $45,000 rehab. Let's say I want to offer at 70% and the price that we are agreed upon. So it's saying based off of a 155 purchase, a $45,000 rehab, and a 70% ARV, that my max allowable offer is $256. Now clearly, I did not spend $45,000. It was roughly $185,000 with the new unit and setup, but it will simulate all of this for you. You can input some of your hard cost, your commission for front and back side if you're buying it on market, or if you're paying commissions at whatever percentage there, your closing costs with the title company or your attorney, depending on your state. If you're going to buy the property, you can put in your loan origination fees here. It'll break it down, and then in the deal simulator, it says because of all of those numbers, it's a great wholesale, it's a good fix and flip, and a good BRRRR. It's only going to push this BRRRR option if you've got your rentals in there. Okay, so I'm going to submit that. Now, under View My Deals, you can see I've made a few videos here. Now we've got our deal. So in here, bunch of cool options. You can download your rehab calculator. So if you spent your time and you went all the way through there and your contractor wants to see a breakdown, or you want to see it and send it to them, or more importantly, if you want to show your lender all of the due diligence that you've done, you can send this out this way. And you can download the PDF and email it over. So here, PDF here, it will have all the pertinent details and then a very detailed breakdown of everything for this property. Okay? You can also do a full property report. It would input all of this information here. You can edit the deal. You can send a contract to your seller. Now, again, we've got a templated one-page contract in here. You would input all the pertinent details, select your contact, and now if you had the contact in there, it would pop up, and then you hit continue and it would shoot that email out. You can also email the deal without having to send the contract via that way. Okay, so I'm going to show you how easy it is to make your real estate business website on Deal Manager Pro. So once you've logged into your dashboard, you'll run up to Resources, My Website. Now this part only takes a few minutes, so you just put in your company name. Let's just say that my company is the Prescott Land Guy. So it creates your domain. You can also input your custom domain there. My email, just gonna create a fake one real quick. The Prescott Land Guy.com. Gonna input a fake phone number. I want Prescott as my city. Choose the template. We got 6 videos here that'll be on your site. Create site. And so now this takes about 10 to 15 seconds roughly. And then your custom WordPress site will launch. Alright, so if you go to the eyeball there, you can view your website. And it's as simple as that. You can load this into a blog, your Facebook, your ads, your funnels. We've got the new SMS compliance opt-in, a couple blog spots here. Simple as that, guys. Hope you enjoy it.